The newly appointed Tourism Minister, Lindiwe Sisulu, will be addressing the opening of the Africa Travel and Tourism Summit today. The two-day hybrid event will see key continental role players discussing how Africa can rebuild its tourism sector post-COVID-19. Now, this also comes on the back of the UK keeping South Africa on the so-called red list. Let's touch base with our business reporter, Kopano Gumbi, get you a sense of what this looks like for the day forward. And Kopano, the summit could not have come at a more pressing time, given the fact that South Africa itself is still, in some respects, at loggerheads with the UK over this red list issue. How do we expect that featuring into today's proceedings?
Absolutely, Ayanda, and not just that we are having a diplomatic spat with the UK, but that the rationale that the UK have chosen to keep us on the red list is the one that is really being contested. As we know, Kenya and Egypt have been taken off of that red list, and yet South Africa remains on the list, despite, as you just mentioned, our COVID numbers dropping significantly, including COVID deaths. Now, the tourism summit today also comes at an interesting time for South Africa as we enter the spring and summer season, which is a key tourist time for the country. And as we also know, the United Kingdom and tourists from the UK are some of our biggest tourist numbers as well as spenders when it comes to tourism in the country. And so they're really keen to understand how we can better unlock tourism in Africa, given what we have experienced as a result of COVID-19, and how we can hopefully as well, with SAA coming back online now, improve intra-Africa tourism and rather use our own 1.3 billion population across the continent to be the ones to catalyze African tourism, Ayanda.
Yeah, and I guess on the back of that, we'd also need to look to the Minister for, if you like, innovative strategies of ensuring that tourism even within South Africa is boosted, given A, how inaccessible it is to many in the country, and B, how it fell to the back burner because of other issues that South Africans are facing, such as, of course, the devastation brought on by COVID-19.
Absolutely, and I think another key point to bring to light with regards to local tourism is that oftentimes South Africans, many studies have been done that show South Africans are concerned about the cost of traveling within their country, and although the interest is there, it's really quite expensive for locals to enjoy local amenities, and that surely will be a big driver for how we turn around tourism over the spring-summer season, and especially over the December season, where most families end up traveling, be it to see their families or to just see sites across the continent. But given what COVID-19 has done to the country, and especially given what it has done to employment in the country and people's finances, it might be a little harder for people to get around, and we should hear from the Minister not just how they plan to boost local trade, but as mentioned, international and intercontinental tourism as well.
One can't wonder, Kopano, how the fact that the Minister has only been in this job for a couple of weeks might even complicate her ability to get buy-in within the department. Any sign of how she's being received in the department and how that may feed into her, call it, success rate?
Absolutely, she comes in at quite a difficult time. Not only is she a new minister to this portfolio necessarily, but it comes at this very difficult, tricky time of COVID-19, of continued travel and lockdown restrictions. But I think the minister is not new to government and governance, and so possibly and hopefully her track record will be one that will help recover and rebuild the sector. She also has a very strong board from SA Tourism, who are very heavily involved in how South Africa runs, with very experienced people. And so I think that all of that in play should hopefully turn the country around, or at least put us on a better footing in terms of tourism in the country. But it remains to be seen, and that's definitely something we will bring up with her if we get the chance to speak to her.
Kopano Gumbi, thanks very much indeed. Kopano, live to us there from Sandton in Johannesburg.